To start things off, I'd like to mention that there might be a few spoilers on this list, but we'll try and keep it as minimal as possible. There are going to be characters and instances within the game that you might have missed, and this list is all about. Of course, it's not only going to be things in the game, there are going to be other things as well, but I'd just like to give you that heads up. Alright, without further ado, here are 10 things you probably missed in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Starting off with number 10, Asgard. For many of you who've done the math already, Valhalla is strongly rooted with a lot of Norse mythology because of its very evident existence in Viking culture. Over your time in the game, many will want to come and settle in protagonist Ivar's settlement in England. One such random encounter with a settler who would want to come is Valka. You'll need a level 3 or more settlement to convince her to settle there, and when she does, make sure you make the necessary arrangements, most importantly, building her a hut. Once you do that, you should immediately start following her questline, where she'll give you a potion that will transport you to Asgard. Literally Asgard. And the best part about that is Asgard actually can be a large part of Assassin's Creed Valhalla as long as you don't miss it. Moving up to number 9, Fireflies. Just like the annoying four-layer feathers you have to collect in Assassin's Creed 2, fireflies are kind of the same thing. They're incredibly annoying to catch because of their speed and size, and sometimes they just disappear because of those traits. Of course, they can also only be found at night, which makes it a little easier for players. If you do manage to collect 25 of them and bring them back to the lake behind your settlement, there will be an interesting surprise waiting for you there. Moving forward with number 8, COVID Easter Egg. 2020 was harsh. So harsh that there's a secret mention of a certain virus within the game. It's almost like nothing could get past the clutches of the virus, not even within the world of Valhalla. Outside the Animus and Layla's laptop, you can find emails clearly mentioning the virus. This is probably the first time the virus is being mentioned in a game. Up next is a small nod to the first Assassin's Creed. There's nothing more immersive than a little nostalgia. Old memories always gets players to play more and more, and this time in Valhalla, they wanted to create a small homage of sorts to the first game in the series, which came out back in 2007, the original Assassin's Creed. As you travel to York, you will have several targets to assassinate. Of course, it's an Assassin's Creed game. And that's exactly what you need to do in the game. Come on, guys! Get it together. As you play, you may notice the subtle callback to the first game. Killing a merchant in public, poisoning someone at a party, and the burning of books are all part of the missions in Damascus, just as they do in York. This small nod to the series' origins is so subtle it's easy to miss. Moving forward to number 6, dressing like the Hidden Ones. So, Ivar doesn't really work with the Hidden Ones, unless and until it's to rid the Order of Ancients from England. But there are a few steps you can take to actually join the Hidden Ones. All you have to do is find the robes of the Hidden Ones. Now, there are 2 sets of this armor hidden in the game that you can find. One is called the Hidden One Armor, and the other is called the Mentor Armor. Both add a specific set of points to your skills, and both look really good. To get the Hidden One Armor, you'll have to search in the Hidden One bureaus scattered across England. The second one, the Mentor Armor, is a little harder to find, so much so, you might have to guess entirely. But if you do manage to get one piece of the armor set, you can try looking at the item's description for clues. Up next is number 5, Snake Hill. There's a snake carved into the hillside somewhere in Wessex. There isn't any side mission or anything of that sort, but you can find a treasure map that tells you which side of the snake is hiding a treasure. The other thing about this hillside is that it spawns a lot. And when we say a lot, we mean a lot of snakes. Just another challenge for you if you're up to it. Think of it as, if you kill the snakes, you'll get the treasure at the end. Now we have at our number 4 on this list is Fenton.
Jesus Christ! Fenton!
This super subtle reference probably is missed by most casual players and of course by people who don't know the reference themselves. You likely didn't realize when doing the Ivor the Sheepdog World event that the sheep named Fenton was actually named after the dog Fenton that was made famous by YouTube. This almost 9-year-old viral video making its way into the game and shows that probably one of the developers has a deep love for doggos.
Fenton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fenton!
Now at number 3, we have Return the Leaf. You have probably come across a young girl named May who is waiting for her father to return home. He's been searching for work and has said he would return before the last leaf falls, but to the sheer disappointment to the girl, there's only one leaf left on the tree. You'll try to help comfort her at this point and finish the quest by walking away to complete the mission, Last Leaf of Fall. Or if you really want to be evil, you can shoot an arrow out onto the tree, more specifically, the leaf, with your bow. But wait, hold on, the story doesn't have to end there. You can then retrieve the leaf and bring it inside, leaving it on a stool for the girl. While this does nothing to change the result of the side mission, it's a touching moment where players can show the extra bit of compassion towards May. Coming up next at number 2, the Roman Museum. As you are traveling across the world of Valhalla, you will come across several collectible artifacts. These artifacts can actually be used to build a museum, and once you've upgraded your settlement with these artifacts, you will come across an interesting character who is very, I'd say, enthusiastic about Rome. This man will ask you to build him a museum, and once you do so, it will kickstart a string of side missions that will help you collect more of these artifacts for the museum. There will also be a pretty interesting side mission between 2 collectors that you're bound to enjoy. Now at number 1 of the 10 things you miss in Assassin's Creed Valhalla is murdering Winifred. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this, but you have the option to kill the in-game version of Winnie the Pooh. Why would anyone do something like that? The Winifred World event is normally quite wholesome, where you can help a young boy who lives in a house that looks eerily similar to the one from the 100-Acre Wood. You, of course, help him get honey for his bear friend, and if you follow him to the lake after, you can see that he's also friends with a donkey and a pig. Ironic much? Most players will simply walk away after completing the wholesome event, but you're actually able to fight and kill the friendly bear. The fight is tough and you don't receive much for your troubles, and yeah, I almost forgot. You will have to hear a very traumatized child screaming about their friend being killed. All in all, just don't kill the bear, please.